Oh, that is a good door.
Yeah, massively impractical though. Like,
It's like a drawbridge that opens upwards.
yeah, so he's installed it back to front.
Hello and welcome back to the Shallow Proclamation with myself, Thomas, and I'm joined by...
Paul?
And we're watching Day of the Daleks, Episode 2. It's been a strong start. Obviously, introducing the Daleks back into the show.
On the day of the Daleks.
So that's the thing. They would have seen the episode, the story name, wouldn't they, at the start of the previous episode. So people would have known that the Daleks were going to return, but it was still a big reveal within the episode.
Right. I want the exact space-time coordinates. So what?
Yeah, I think definitely it's better if the writers can come up with a title that doesn't give the game away.
Yeah, I don't know why they didn't, in a sense.
So I will tell you, Thomas, that if you think these Dalek voices sound quite good, it's because they're actually being done by Nicholas Briggs.
You know, I was going to say that. They sound suspiciously modern.
Yeah, this story is not renowned. So I think I read that I don't know if it was the director or whoever, but someone decided that they weren't happy with the Dalek voices being done using a ring modulator.
Ah, okay.
And so they just had some people doing the voices.
Oh.
So it will be interesting to compare the original voices to this.
Yeah, I kind of want to hear some of those. That'd be funny.
It's when it cuts to the original voices and they're like, yeah, so all enemies of the Daleks must be exterminated. Exterminate.
Yes.
I do
that
feel
is a good door.
Yeah, massively impractical though. Like,
it's like a drawbridge that opens upwards.
Yeah, so he's installed it back to front.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you get the cheapest quote from the builder and you go with that instead.
Yeah. For this cosmic space station.
Brigadier's on the phone again.
Yeah.
As you said.
Spend a lot of time in Doctor Who on the phone.
Maybe he must hold the record for the most phone acting, surely.
Yeah.
In all television, not just Doctor Who. There seems to be a little bit more warmth in Pertwee in this story compared to what we've seen between him and Joe. I mean, he was still a little bit aloof even in the end of The Demons, I felt, but...
Because the typical modern era one looks quite similar to that, doesn't it? Apart from it has bronze bumps.
That's
as well.
true, yeah. I always thought it was kind of interesting that they've gone for these kind of black grey Daleks with this sort of, but they put this blue bit around the eye.
Yeah.
Even on that, and even on the gold one, that blue bit looks a bit out of place on the gold one. I think.
Yeah.
Could have done with being gold or black as well. I think, but
Is that the Eye of Sauron?
yeah. But they were deceived. I do like this character. I like her. She's a good sort of strong female character, isn't she? And that.
Disintegrated. Dispersed around the time vortex.
If she was lucky. And if she wasn't? Re-embodied in the 22nd century.
Believe me, she would be better off dead.
Gosh.
Am I right in thinking that the Doctor he's not aware of the Daleks yet, is he?
No, I don't think he is. No. If anyone's watching from the 22nd century, let us know what they got right in the comments. We won't be able to read them, but the sentiment is there, isn't it? So, yeah.
So in the future, they like sort of very shiny, silvery look on their faces there.
Yeah. Yeah, these are quite nicely done, these creatures.
Yeah, they're very effective. And I think, with more modern prosthetics, you could probably create quite a striking looking villain.
Yes. Oh, look at that. They've added in some laser beams.
Yeah, I mean, we're not quite getting the real feel of what this would have looked like at this stage, but it looks great still. It's enjoyable enough. Like this.
Yeah. Oh, nice low angle shot there. Lens
That was
flare.
really nice.
Oh, Venusian karate.
Oh, he just killed it.
Yeah.
I don't think that shot's in the original.
But the Doctor doesn't use violence.
However, this shot is in the original,
Ah.
where the Doctor shoots one.
Doctor, what on earth's going on?
That's interesting, isn't it? Self-defense, I guess.
Who is that creature?
Yeah, it's not often you see the Doctor actually, unless it's a Dalek or a Cyberman,
Yeah.
don't often see him take a life.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, cliffhanger.
Beautiful. Oh, what an incredible final shot that was.
Absolutely, a Dalek materializing in a kind of sewer tunnel.
As
I
the
mean-
Doctor runs in.
Brilliantly lit, great reveal for the Doctor, great finish. What's going to happen next? Brilliantly done. Brilliantly done.
Brilliant. I think that was my highlight, that final shot.
Yep. No, I think I'd agree. And for me, this story, it felt like it's gone through quite quickly as well. That episode, for me, that's a sign of a good story when I don't
Yeah.
feel like it's dragging particularly.
No, totally. It kind of haired by, if that's a phrase.
What are you making of the plot so far?
Yeah, I like the flitting back and forth between the 22nd century and what is presumably the 20th.
Well, the 20th, they do say, yeah, they do.
Yes.
So
Joe being separated from the Doctor, I didn't feel that quite had the emotional weight that it needed. Like the Doctor was like, what's happened to her? And they were like, well, either she's been pulverized or she's in the 22nd century. And like you'd expect maybe a little bit more kind of worry on the Doctor's face in that moment. But it worked nice because then you're telling the two times in parallel, and those figures are clearly immensely powerful with the technology they have, able to kind of look through time and find those time devices and stuff. And so yeah, it's doing quite a lot, isn't it? It's quite an epic scale.
yeah, and I like I mentioned earlier, I like the gorillas in it. I like Anat as the leader of the group as well. I mean, there's quite a lot of good dialogue between her and the Doctor. They're not just kind of a bunch of thugs who turn up and do that. She's clearly a thoughtful, intelligent character. And obviously you've got within that group of three you've got the guy who's quite impulsive and he says, just kill him now. And then you've got the other guy who's got a slightly different personality again. They're a really good little mixture of people. And you can see why she would be the leader as well. But the fact that she seems intelligent. Seems like she can handle herself. So yeah, I think they're a compelling bunch of characters to watch.
Totally.
Yeah.
Well, no, thanks Paul, and thanks for watching, everyone. And we will continue with this story very soon. Do subscribe if you'd like to stay in the loop, and do check out our Discord community in the description below, and also our Patreon if you want to find out about some little extras you can receive as well. So yes, all the best. Goodbye.
Take care. Bye bye.